Hi, my name is Jody, and I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher and a mental fitness coach. And you probably have heard a lot about or read a lot about mental fitness on the net and also how to be happy. And thank goodness for that. There's a lot out there, and there has been a lot out there for a long time, but all of us need to get to a point where we're finally looking for some tools to use. And my video series up till now has been focused on using yoga movements to do focused awareness meditation practice. We can shorten that to focused awareness practice or focused attention practice. And as I explained before, what it means is that we are focused on just one particular sensation or the hearing, or as we rub our fingers together, we're really focusing right there. And how this practice is a progressive training. It can, without trying to scare you away, it can take years, but as soon as you sit down and start practicing, then you can start celebrating. And if it doesn't work in the beginning, just keep the faith that this works. This changes the brain. This changes the neural connections, which means that we change our habits, which means that we change the way that we see life and learn to have our mind or our brain also working for us and working with the body and not kind of against it. I just wanted to start out by saying you've all probably heard about this tiger story, that our ancestors survived basically because our brain is biologically wired to look for threat. We're not looking for the sunshine and the peace. Most of us, 99% of us probably, are not looking for that automatically. We automatically looking for what is threatening to us or who is threatening to us, and we're not even aware. It's so interesting that we are not even aware, and that even when we become aware, the brain finds very tricky and creative ways to continue that search because that's what it's built for. Now, when we are in this, basically what you've also heard of being present. So lots of people say, what does it mean to be present? Well, being present, it took a long time for me to say, okay, now I understand the experience of really being present. I can use some of these practices, like rubbing my fingers together, really focusing here, and I think I'm focusing, and then I realize I've been thinking about my shopping list, or I've been thinking about some relationship and how to repair it, or how to find new friends. And this awareness training, I mean, this is the fantastic part. I used to think when I first started meditating, I had to push all my thoughts away. You can't, you just can't. The mind is awesome and wonderful in that way, that it continues looking out for us. And that's a gift, but it can also be a real hindrance to our happiness. So again, when I'm rubbing my fingers together, I want my focus to be right here. And that's the training, that every time I realize, I've been thinking again, it's okay. Gently bring my mind back to where I want to focus. Now, this focusing, they know now, activates parts of our brain that have to do with really positive emotions like creativity and thinking really clearly. Okay, that's not an emotion, but it's something that we can train our mind to do. Or, did I say compassion already? Empathy, joy, yeah? And then there's another part of our brain, and it's limbic system, the amalga part of our brain that are the parts of our brain that they know are concentrated on looking for the threats. And again, this is something really helpful, but we overuse it in other areas of our life. For instance, if I send a text to somebody and they don't answer right away, or they don't even answer that day, I begin to think and make up stories in my head. What's going on here? Do they not like me anymore? Yeah, and this is an overusing of looking for the tigers in the bush. And there, again, this focused meditation and yoga and meditation and other practices are one way to begin to pull you back into yourself. And you really can notice a difference in happiness when you begin to train your wandering mind to be right in this moment. And even if this moment is uncomfortable, being right in this moment really is a gift and has so many positive opportunities for us. So I recently came across a video of Dr. Amit Sood, S-O-O-D, I don't know if that's really how you pronounce it, on YouTube. And because I am a positive intelligence coach, and you can look up positiveintelligence.com online, and there are so many comparisons. Who started first, I don't know. I think both of them have brought their methods together. Positive intelligence is Shirzad Shamin, and Dr. Sood, I know he, at least what he says in his talks, is that he looked at like 10,000 researches and brought them together to come up with a method to help him be happy. Just like Shirzad Shamin looked at ways, how can I be happier? How can I not focus on this negative part? Now, one thing that I want to bring in that I got out of Dr. Sood's talk was a gratitude practice. And that's when you wake up in the morning, it doesn't take very long, at least for me, and I know for millions of other people, it doesn't take very long before this negative just switches on. I start thinking about what was it that I forgot to put on my calendar? Or who was I supposed to meet today? Or what am I waking up too late? Or just even something as yucky sounding as, I'm not doing anything with my life. I'm not a worthy person. I'm a bad person. Yeah, these are things that I know that I can share with you and be vulnerable because so many people have the same thoughts. Because we have this predisposition for the negative made in our biology, in our mind. So this one practice, when you wake up in the morning, or now, when I wake up in the morning, as soon as I catch that my mind has started to go negative, I look at people, or not look at, but I start to bring into my imagination people that I want to be grateful for. Now, you can bring this practice into a focused meditation awareness, a focused attention practice by, when you close your eyes, you picture the color of the floor, or maybe you picture the rug that's next to it. So you're starting to focus on one particular thing, and then you bring to mind one person. And you can even imagine looking into their eyes. What color are their eyes? Are you focusing again? And then wishing this person well, or thanking them for being in your life. And then you move on to the next person. Bring up somebody in your mind and picture them being really happy doing one particular activity. And again, you're using focused attention practice here. And see them in the surroundings they are. You could even see what they might be wearing. And then wish them well and thank them for being in your life. And then bring up another person in your mind. And maybe really see the smile that they always give you. Even if you haven't seen this person for a long time, who has a smile that just really warms your heart? and picture the smile and wish them well and thank them for being in your life. Now bring up another person, maybe even you as your 8-year-old self, and picture the hair style that you had back then. Maybe even that brings a smile to your face. Picture the really innocent and joyful, with no conditions put onto it, smile or attitude of your 8-year-old self. We're focusing again on this. Wish your 8-year-old self well, and thank yourself for being in your life. And then you might bring up someone that you loved or really liked or was an inspiration for you, who has already died or passed. And what was it? What was one particular thing that really inspired you about them, that you really loved about them? And then wish them well wherever they are, and thank them for having been in your life. You can slowly open your eyes, and I think I know at least for me, when I begin to have gratitude, I not only feel immediately better, my negative thoughts have stopped, but I feel connected to myself and I feel connected to others. And this gratitude practice, gratitude sometimes, I don't know why, but it's not really present in my mind. So beginning this every morning, and I haven't done this yet, but I want to write gratitude, really pretty letters, maybe even some drawing around it, and put it on my bathroom window so that if I wake up in the morning, go straight to the bathroom and forget this practice and realize I'm already going negative, I'm going to go right back to bed and start thinking about 1 to 5 people that I'm really grateful for. I don't feel alone anymore. I don't feel disconnected to myself or to people. And I don't even have to be with others. We are already all connected, even if you're not sitting right in front of me. But you have commonalities to me. You have fears that I have. You judge yourself just like I judge myself. And so isn't it beautiful that we share this, even if you're not in front of me? So I encourage you today that if you have something to share, either share it with a colleague or with a friend, or even especially with a family member. We often are kind of, because we have these roles and these challenges within families, we don't talk to each other like we really should, or like we really could, or what is really helpful for us to make connections to our families. So I encourage you to share something today. And if you have the inspiration to make a video for yourself, and you don't have to put it public, on YouTube, you can, forget what the other thing is called, but you just send a link to the people that you would like to share this with, and just take a deep breath and hit send with your link in it, and realize that you are sending love into the world, and you are a light for people. We all can be a light for each other, and if we shared our light more, then this world would really be a better place. And of course, the world is exactly how it is because that's the way it's supposed to be, and there's a lot for us to learn out there. But we can learn also to start sending our light to each other. Okay, so thank you for being with me. Sat Nam. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.